Welcome to the Sunflower Conversations, where we explore the hidden disability sunflower and its role in supporting people with hidden disabilities.
I'm Chantal, and I am joined on the Sunflower Conversations today with Elisha Samuels. Hi, Elisha.
Hi.
Giving a little wave here. So, Elisha has just won Disability Personality of the Year at the Empowerment Awards, which it was run by the charity called Talks with MS. So, we're just going to have a little conversation about Elisha and how she became nominated for this award and what it means to her. But first of all, we're just going to give a visual description of what we look like. So I am a brown-skinned female. I've got long curly hair, shaved on one side, and I'm wearing clear framed glasses, and I have got pink lipstick on. Elisha?
Hi, I'm a black female with short bob braids, with a sunflower lanyard on, and a pinky purple jumper.
Thank you. So welcome to the podcast, Elisha.
Thank you.
So first of all, why were you nominated for Hidden Disability of the Year?
I believe due to the fact that I had a bit of a rough year last year, and friends, family, people on social media who kind of messaged me like, hey, you've been very hidden, where have you been, kind of thing, and letting them know what I've been kind of going through behind closed doors, and just the difficulty of like stress, balancing it with my disability. So I believe my resilience of going through all of that, and I'm not keen on using the word resilience, but the resilience of going through all of that, I just think it was shining. And I have a lot of family who are very supportive, a large family who are very supportive. So they were just, do you know what I mean? I believe this is why I was nominated also by Terry, and why then I won. One was due to family, friends, and people who have been keeping in contact with me via social media.
And what does it mean to you to win the award?
It means it means a lot. Number one, it means a lot because it was unexpected. Even though the votes were out and I knew people were voting, it was still unexpected. But it means everything. It means that I am seen. It means that I'm acknowledged. Do you know what I mean? The empowerment awards. It's empowering because I came home, I lay in my bed the next day, and I was just thinking, this is an amazing moment. This is an amazing thing that's kind of happened, and it's just beautiful. I just think it's just so, so beautiful.
Yeah, well, your reaction was beautiful when you won. I had the pleasure of awarding Elisha with her award because it was sponsored by Hidden Disability Sunflower. And when Elisha approached me, she was visibly, physically shaking and in shock. And you were a little bit lost for words to start off with, weren't you?
Yes, most definitely. But it all kind of comes together because it's a reminder, this is why you're here. And then just seeing everybody in the room, seeing everybody with different types of disabilities, and which were also hidden. You don't know. Do you know? I mean, it was just, this is our moment to shine. We are here, and we are to be seen also. So it was just, the words just kind of came eventually. They
Yes,
just
they
came.
did. And you mentioned resilience. So if you're comfortable to talk about, you have multiple sclerosis.
Yep.
And what type of multiple sclerosis do you have?
Relapse remitting multiple sclerosis.
And can you share the symptoms, some of the symptoms that you experience?
Yeah, so all my symptoms seem to be from my throat upwards. So I have problems with swallowing, speech, my eyesight. Optic neuritis has caught me a few times. My heaviest relapse was in 2020, where it took out my eyesight for 2 months. Brain fog, memory problems. So that's where all the heavy symptoms lie. So now and then I will have, but my balance will also kind of go, because if it's not functioning up here, everything kind of starts to go left down there. So my balance will be off from time to time, but I attend the gym a lot to try and work on my balance, focus, slowing down, increasing certain things just to try and help me out as much as possible. So yeah, from my throat upwards, I would say fatigue. Oh my God, how did I forget fatigue? Fatigue has entered the conversation.
Brain fog, that's why.
Oh, it's just relentless. I will nap every single day, any time of the day, anywhere, any place.
Really?
Yeah, any place. It doesn't matter. I will sleep.
And when it comes over you, you just have to.
Yeah, just put my head down, and then I'm just literally like that. It can be anywhere from 2 minutes to 20 minutes to half an hour to a few hours. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It will also depend on how much I've done that day.
Yeah. So after the awards event, you had to spend the whole day in bed, didn't you? Just resting and recovering from that. And that wasn't due to excessive partying or anything like that. It was just
I
the
was not.
physicality of being there.
I was not drinking, nothing. It was just being there and interacting with everyone, talking, using up all that energy to the point the next day I was just still. I have to be still. I can't do too much because, yeah, I was just in bed. I felt like I had a hangover, but I had not been drinking or anything. I just needed to be still so I could rebuild back up the energy inside of me. So I can get on with the rest of the day the next day, which would have been the Monday. And as I said to you, as I've said, like the saving grace for me sometimes is I can spend the whole day in bed knowing full well I'm not going to starve because I prep all my meals, all my lunches, and all my dinners throughout the week. So I always know I've got food. Do you
It
know what I mean?
sounds like it sounds like you really manage your health very well, because you've mentioned that you do things to support your balance and your coordination, and that your health and your strengthening your physical health, as well as obviously like the mental health side of it as well, because I can't imagine what it must feel like to not be able to swallow, to start losing your vision, and to the point where you're completely visionless.
Yeah.
So it's a lot that you're dealing with, and you mentioned the word resilience as well.
Not my favorite word. Not my favorite word at all.
Mm.
Um, I think it comes with, oh, you're so strong, you're resilient. And I just think sometimes I'm not strong. Sometimes I'm not resilient. Sometimes I am, but sometimes I am strong, like bear in the woods. But sometimes I'm just not, I'm not resilient. Do you
Yeah.
hear? I'm vulnerable. I'm
Yes.
on occasions. I'm this on occasions. It's not always great.
Yeah. And that's
Shoot.
one of the things that we have to be very careful about with language and disability, that this person's so strong or this person is so brave. It's it's the reality is quite different, isn't it?
Most definitely 100%. 100%. Especially when your disability is invisible and you're trying to convey that to people or like explain that what's going on with you. I'm just like, oh no, come on, just come, or just do this, or just I'm like I'm spooned out, I'm spoonied out. Do you know what I mean? I don't have the energy for that. Do you
Yes.
know what I mean? So there's a lot of pre-planning in my life.
You are listening to the Sunflower Conversations with Chantal. To learn more about the sunflower, visit our website. Details are in the show notes. Or can you share like some of the challenges that you that you face at work?
Overall, my workplace is quite supportive of me. quite supportive of my disability and what I go through. I just think from time to time that there is a lack of knowledge, a lack of awareness for people who have invisible disabilities or disabilities in general, but in my case, invisible. Because it's not so visible, I think people find it quite hard or challenging to kind of understand that there is something going on with her at the moment. And maybe it's not that she's unproductive or what, maybe it's the disability. How can we kind of work with that? Do you know what I mean? So I've had a bit of a challenging year with work, but yet again, work is fantastic. But I just think from time to time, I think having everybody in the know of how disabilities work or don't work, do you know what I mean? I think it's fundamental kind of information that people need to kind of have.
And
So
you can
they,
only get that with that one-to-one conversation with each individual, because I've spoken to a couple of sunflower wearers now who have multiple sclerosis, and their symptoms aren't all the same. So it's really engaging on a level, isn't it, with your
yeah,
colleague or your employee to
yeah,
find out what would support them.
yeah, no, 100%. But since my diagnosis, my employees have been fantastic. They have done everything to support me as much as possible. So number one, implementing working from home. Before COVID, before it was a thing, I was already working from home to assist me to be able to be in a job, stay in a job, and be a part also. So yeah.
And what do you think about the hidden disability sunflower? You're wearing it. So it's the yellow sunflower on a green lanyard for anyone who hasn't seen what this looks like. You can also get them in pin badge form, wristbands, t-shirts. So it's really about looking out for the symbol, which is the yellow sunflower on a green background. That's the crucial thing to look for. And then if you see somebody wearing it, then that person has a non-visible disability. So I'm going to let Elisha talk in her own words about what her thoughts and views are on that.
I think the lanyard, which I have, I think it's discreet but loud. Discreet but loud. So I often see people wearing one, and if I'm walking or I'm rushing and I see somebody wearing one, take your time walking past this person. Or if I'm on the bus and they're standing up, or take your time with this person, because it is showing that they do have a disability. It's possibly more than likely it's invisible. You don't know whether it's their hearing, their sensitivity to something. So take your time when you are around somebody who's wearing a lanyard like this. Do you know what I mean? It's discreet but loud at the same time. This person is clearly, they have additional needs or need additional support. So be mindful when you are around them. No, you don't have to treat them like China or of the sort, but kind of just take your time, be aware of yourself, be aware of your actions. Do you know what I mean? And how your actions may impact the people around you. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like this is loud but discreet at the same time. It
Perfect.
speaks volumes.
That's great. Thank you. And then finally, I know that Elisha is a little bit creative and she does work with various charities, and she uses her written word to help raise awareness of multiple sclerosis. So Elisha has kindly agreed, at very short notice, to share a poem with us. So take it away, Elisha.
Okay, so I wrote something for when I was struggling at work, and this was called Burnout, and I was struggling with work and struggling with life. And it says, "Hi, I'm Elisha, and I am burnt out. Burnout is a form of exhaustion caused by constantly feeling swamped," said Dr. Google, and I agree. For the past year, I have been acting like Superwoman and thinking I can do it all. No, I can't. And I write this today, and I'm not ashamed to say I'm ashamed of it. I've been up and down like a 90s yo-yo, because I felt that's what I needed to do to be normal. Earlier this year, I decided life for a second can kick rocks. Just for a second. I'm grateful for life and what I'm able to do. If I keep churning, there will be nothing left. So ask yourself, when was the last time that you stopped and just said no? This includes work, family, and friends. When was the last time you solely just took care of yourself? I have taken a step back from work, and guess what I did? I slept. Yes, slept, like Sleeping Beauty, and I waited for the sweet smell of spring to await me, along with one antihistamine tablet. I referred myself to counselling as the conversations with myself were becoming a little bit too real. Yes, I said it. I was banging my head against a wall of no return. Try it and thank yourself later. If L'Oreal is worth it, why aren't you? My plumpy, curvy ass went back to the gym, releasing that tense and strained feeling. I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes, but it feels good. But the headphones on and to be blocking out everything that is not aligned with my equilibrium. Try it. Wiggle your pinky toe if that's all you can do. Having MS is exhausting. Working is exhausting. And people are exhausting. Tip some H2O over that burnt out body and rebuild yourself. I don't even know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean. I no longer feel guilty for putting myself first, and neither should you. You can have all the support in the world, but it is you who experiences the symptoms and the damage which are being left. So with the greatest of respect, the world can wait, because I will be back and you will be back.
That's bravo. That's lovely. That's really, really lovely. And I think that's a really great one that you selected because it really chimes in for why you were nominated for Hidden Disability Personality of the Year. That's a real insight into what you've been experiencing, and now, like you said, to be seen is what it's about. So well done, and thanks for yeah, thank you so much for just taking a little bit more time out to share your story with us, Elisha. And we would ask that people share this podcast episode to really help others get an insight to the lived experience of living with an invisible disability. Thank you very much.
Loud, discreet, but loud.
Yes, discreet but loud.
Yeah.
Discreet but loud. And you can wear it when you need to wear it. It's absolutely totally up to the wearer. That's the beauty of it. If you are concerned about any of the subjects discussed in the podcast, please follow up and seek support from your healthcare practitioner. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it. Leave a rating and review to help raise awareness of non-visible disabilities and the Hidden Disability Sunflower. You can also follow and subscribe to the Sunflower Conversations podcast.
If you'd like to share your sunflower story or conversation, please email conversations@hiddendisabilitiesstore.com. Find out more about us or listen to this recording again by checking out our insights page at hiddendisabilitiesstore.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Please help, have patience, and show kindness to others, and join us again soon. Making the invisible visible with the Hidden Disability Sunflower.